Hi everybody, Beat Zimmerman here. Today we are in beautiful Hong Kong, one of the most spectacular cities in the world as far as my honest opinion is concerned. And in this video I would like to pay a bit of tribute to one of the most famous flight procedures in the world, which was the old IGS 13 approach to Kai Tak Airport. Now, I do not want to give yet another video about how spectacular this visual turn over Kowloon Peninsula looked like, or how spectacular the cockpit views of the skyscrapers of Hong Kong was. I think there is sufficient footage about this to be found on YouTube already. What I would like to is simply look at the procedure itself and ask the question, would this still be approved today? Would we still need to do something like that? Or would we have alternative means at hand with 2019 flight procedure design criteria?
This is the official instrument approach chart of the Hong Kong AIP for the IGS approach 13. It starts with the IAF at Zheng Zhao VOR, then it flies a downwind leg at 6,000 feet, turns right over the actual new airport today, descends to 4,500 feet and intercepts the localizer. The localizer actually is not aligned with the runway, it's 45 degrees or something offset, and it brings you to terrain, and so does the glide path. The glide path is 3.1 degrees and brings you down to Checkerboard Hill, which is a visual marker that has a checkerboard painted in orange and white, also with the glide path antenna on that same hill. At the middle marker, a visual turn needed to be made to align with the runway center line. This is a picture of the checkerboard hill. On the left side you can see the glide path antenna. The localizer was behind that hill. Here is a cockpit view. On the left side you see the checkerboard hill, and behind you also see the significant terrain. So if at the middle marker that visual right turn to the runway, which is on your right in this picture, is not made, you lose terrain clearance immediately. So it was very, very important to not continue the guidance beyond the middle marker. So the next picture shows the checkerboard hill a little bit closer, right about at the middle marker location where the visual turn was initiated. The visual turn over built up area of Kowloon Peninsula was especially challenging at night, when you had all the lights of Kowloon blending in with the runway lights. So the visual turn to align with the runway was actually also backed up with a rapid light that indicated the supposed curve.
So this brings us to the question, would this still be approved today? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Now, in today's safety conscious environment, there is a possibility that a procedure like that would not actually pass the safety risk assessments. Fact of the matter is that I do believe that with today's criteria at hand, we would probably go for another solution. Now, of course, what we still cannot do is a straight-in runway aligned approach with whatever technology we would be using. So I think the only way to have a criteria compliant procedure into this place would be an RMP-AR, but I assume, I have not done any checks, I assume it would be possible to do a more or less standard RMP-AR. That means you could do an RMP 0.3 performance on the final approach, and you could do a RMP1 performance in the mist. The main issue about using the RMP-AR would be the use of a RF flag that lines up with the runway center line, and the whole thing would be vertically guided all the way to the threshold. So this would be the major difference, and that would make, I think, the use of RMP-AR in this area a perfect tool. So this is my short film about the legendary Kai-Tak IGS RWY13. Unfortunately, the political situation in Hong Kong was a little bit unstable, so I couldn't go on site, freely move around, because I originally intended to film at the old airport location to see what's left over at the runway, and also at the old Checkerboard Hill location to see if we can still see that this is a witness of legend, so to speak. So thanks for watching, pleasure, see you next time. Bye bye.